as he waved the knife at officers and swung the stick at them. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Peyton and this is a place where we talk about all things true crime. So bi-weekly I talk about a full true crime case. There has been one instance where it has been separated into two parts, which probably will happen again with some of the bigger cases. But this week is one of the weeks where we talk about a funny crime. Now, last week it was a bit unusual. To play some catch up, I gave you both a funny crime and a true crime on Sunday, and so now we are back to a funny crime video today. Before we get started, if you could hit that red subscribe button down below and turn on your post notifications if you have not done so already, that would be wonderful and it helps me out tremendously. I would love to have you be part of my little community that I have begun to create here on YouTube. So for today's funny videos, I actually went through and I picked these out by looking at mugshots and at like little memes that people made out of them. And then I searched and I found the actual story that goes along with the picture. And I think these all are pretty good stories. Some more funny, some more weird. And I want to get started with a man who he got arrested while his hair was getting cut. So his hair is really only partially done when he gets arrested, and it makes for a really good mugshot, but let's get into what actually happened. So this story is by the Daily Mail reporter, and the title of it is The Half-Cut Mugshot. Customer flees barber shop after slashing man with scissors halfway through getting his afro braided. So a young man allegedly fled a barber shop when his head was only halfway braided because he had actually sliced open another customer with a pair of scissors from the barber shop. The man's name was 21-year-old David Davis, and he was getting his hair done in Stamford, Connecticut when he all of a sudden leaped from his chair, grabbed a pair of scissors, and sliced another customer across the back with them. It says that the victim, another Stamford man who was 21, was rushed to the hospital, and the Stamford police officers would use dogs to track down David Davis because he did flee the scene. Apparently, Davis was originally arrested after police found out that he was actually wanted on a warrant for failing to appear in court for another case. Davis's excuse for slashing the man across the back is that the victim had come upon him in an aggressive manner, and so he picked up the scissors to pretty much defend himself. Apparently, the victim was wearing a pretty heavy coat, so it was hard to actually see his wounds, but there was a fair amount of blood. It doesn't really say what happened to the man. So apparently the police did cordon off the area to try and hunt down the man, and that is when they get an anonymous message from somebody who called in and said that David Davis was actually hiding out in their house. So they would hunt him down with dogs and they would arrest him, and he was charged with first-degree assault. He would be held on $5,000 bond, and he was due in court on March 22nd. Now, keep in mind this story is from the 9th of March 2011, so that was several years ago. But the reason I picked this story is not because of how old it is. I don't pick any of these stories because of how old they are. But I really wanted us all to appreciate the mugshot that he had, since he ran out of the place when his hair wasn't completely done. I mean, he looks ridiculous. I don't think people always think about the decisions that well, clearly they don't. That's why I've been able to make these videos so far. But I don't think people really think about the consequences when they make these ridiculous decisions. Like, I wonder how the victim was coming at him with an aggressive expression in the way that he felt that worked up, that he had to grab a pair of scissors and slice the guy across the back. Like, was there any words exchanged or something? I don't know, maybe he just really didn't want to pay his bill for his hair, and that's why he ended up just getting half done and then going on his merry way. Maybe he just didn't want to pay for it, and he used that as an excuse. I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, so this next one, I've definitely heard it before, and I'd be surprised if you guys didn't. So, by CBS News, men accused of stealing $65,000 in chicken wings from Georgia storage facility, report says. This one says it's specifically by Crime Cider staff. And this was January 28th, 2013, the story was written. This one I didn't really pick because the mugshot, because it's kind of a normal mugshot, but I picked this one just because I wanted to know why somebody needs $65,000 worth of chicken wings. And why you stealing $65,000 worth of chicken wings? You can't even eat that much before they go bad. So in Doraville, Georgia, 2 men were arrested on Wednesday for allegedly stealing $65,000 worth of chicken wings from a cold storage business where they worked. Police said the storage facility employees, 35-year-old Dwayne Patterson and 26-year-old Ronaldo Jackson, are charged with theft after stealing the wings from the Nordic Cold Storage in Doraville, just north of Atlanta. And they planned it. A rental truck pulled up to a door bay at the storage facility and was then loaded with 10 pallets of Tyson frozen chicken wings, according to a police report. Managers told the police that Jackson had used a forklift to load the chicken wings onto the truck, and Patterson served as lookout. Guys, if they have a rental van, that means they 100% planned this. And this is something, if you're gonna have a rental truck and everything to steal something, you think it would be electronics, you think it'd be money from a bank, like you think you are stealing something really good. And they're stealing chicken wings. Chicken wings, why? CBS Atlanta reports that one 5-pound bag of frozen Tyson chicken wings sells for $12.50, and a nationwide chicken shortage is now driving up the price. The station estimates that about 26,000 pounds of wings were stolen from the facility. Police said there are no word on their whereabouts. Guys, this isn't money. If somebody steals chicken wings and the police find them, like, what are they even gonna do with them? You can't put them back. I don't think you can put them back legally on store shelves. You don't know what the people did with them. I don't get it. If they were gonna take the time to plan this out, they made sure they had a forklift to use, they had a rental vehicle. You'd think if they would do a bank heist or something, like the movie with Zach Galifianakis in it. But no, just some wings. I don't get people sometimes. Now, this one by the Sun Centennial might be my favorite heading today, and I really like his mugshot as well because he's smiling in it, which means that he looks very proud of himself in this mugshot, which is one of the reasons I picked it. He looks really happy with what he did. And this is by Barbara Hijack, and it's called Caught, Man Accused of Stealing 166 Manhole Covers, which once again, why do you need 166 manhole covers? You gonna build a house with them? You gonna melt them down and sell it? Let's find out. Says, when it comes to heavy metal, thieves aren't picky. Detectives busted Christopher Fink after naming him as a suspect who stole 166 steel manhole covers in Polk, Siena, according to a news release from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Oh my gosh. The Toho Water Authority reported the steel covers worth over $22,000 missing to PCSO, according to the release. The 40-year-old Haines City man then attempted to scrap all the manhole covers at metal dealers, detectives said. I wonder if they found out because a metal dealer ratted him out. Because if I was a metal dealer and some guy was showing up with 20 manhole covers, I'm pretty sure I'd want to know where they were from. Because you can definitely get in trouble for allowing somebody to do that. It says a November 2020 mugshot of Fink is attached. The one that I like, where he's smiling and he's so happy about what he did. Fink was charged with 1 count of grand theft, 1 count of dealing in stolen property, and 1 count giving false verification to a second-hand metal dealer. which are all felony charges. Additional charges may be pending. So this apparently was his 6th booking since October 2011, according to the Polk County jail records. So apparently this is nothing new for him, but we did get our answer. He wanted these manhole covers to be able to scrap them. But I feel like a lot of people steal like pieces from cars and stuff, but once again, I love his mugshot because he's so proud. So this one's a little bit more recent than the rest, and this is Eyewitness News by ABC7. This is a story that they released on Tuesday, January 8th, 2019, and it's video, Prowler spends 3 hours licking doorbell at California home. So let's watch it. What the heck? Why is he doing this? 3 hours? Oh, that's creepy. Then he looks into the camera directly. He had to be on something, or this video has to be a joke. It says it was 3 hours long. Okay. So like I said, this one was January 8th, 2019, and it was in Salinas, California. It says, police are trying to track down a man who spent 3 hours licking a doorbell in a California home. And there's so much wrong with this world. Like, how does nobody see it? Somebody said, quote, I thought I'd seen it all day, but this takes the cake, end quote. Neighbor Francisco Javier Estrada told KION. So surveillance cameras caught Robert Daniel Arroyo in the act. Family named the Dungans said that they were not home at the time, but their children were inside the house sleeping when this weird, creepy act was going on. Why are you licking a doorbell for 3 hours? Like, what do you get from that? Police said the newly installed camera system helped them investigate the case, and they said, quote, we were pleasantly surprised that the image was so clear and it didn't take us long to identify the individual, Salinas Police Department spokesperson Miguel Cabrera said. The security cameras also apparently caught Arroyo moving an extension cord to the front yard and relieving himself. The homeowner Sylvia Dungan said, quote, you kind of laughed after it because technically he didn't harm anybody. He didn't break anything. He could face misdemeanor charges of petty theft and prowling. The family said that they came home and made sure that they cleaned their doorbell. That's just so weird. I don't know how you spend that long. It was either clearly some weird sick joke that he was playing on this family, or it was somebody trying to get attention, or they were on drugs, or they had some weird fetish. Honestly, there's no good reason to lick a doorbell for 3 hours. Just move on with your day. Alright, last and certainly my favorite out of all of them is by Fox 4 Southwest Florida, which we all know the best stories for some reason always come from Florida. And this one is called A Naked Man Dancing Around a Fire and Chanting While Holding a Knife Found Guilty in Cape Coral. And this was written by the WFTX digital team. So in Cape Coral, Florida, a man was arrested after a summer solstice ritual took a bizarre turn, and he had been found guilty of what happened. So it says back in June 2018, officers found John Hennessy naked in the front of a yard holding a knife and long stick chanting around a fire. Hennessy waved the knife at officers and swung the stick at them. He had to be on LSD or something. I mean, come on. At one point, he fell into the fire and police pulled him out. It says Hennessy was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, criminal mischief, and 4 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement officers. His sentencing was scheduled for November 4th. I like his mugshot too. I mean, come on. He definitely looks like a hippy dippy man, and this is to the top. So he was celebrating the solstice, he was dancing around, and he did not like that the police tried to get in the middle of him and his solstice. Can you imagine if you came outside at night and there was just a naked man dancing around a fire? I mean, I'd probably just turn around and go back in my house because it's just, this world's weird anyway and it wouldn't surprise me. Alright, so I hope you guys liked this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I always do. I mean, I have a lot of fun. If you guys don't like them, let me know. Send me an email at killerconceptsvlog@gmail.com and let me know if you want me to continue making these funny crime videos. Like I said, I like making them, but I want to know if you guys like them because I know you are here for normal true crime and you will get a true crime video next week. I actually know who I want to do it on, and I am going to start doing some of the research today on it as well as edit this. And if you did like this video, also make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. Every time somebody subscribes to my channel, it helps more people see my videos, and that is something that I need help with lately because I would like to upgrade my equipment and everything, get an actual camera, and in order to be able to do that, I really want to try and get monetized so I can make some money to put back into these videos and make them better for the viewer. I really do both the true crime videos and the funny videos just because I enjoy it, and I really like researching stories and sharing the information with you guys. So if you have any case suggestions, either funny crimes or serious crimes, please email them to me at killerconceptsvlog@gmail.com, or you can comment them down below, but I prefer you to email them to me. And I also have a true crime Instagram that is pretty much devoted to this channel and anything true crime, so don't forget to follow me on there. Right now, that's where all my updates are about my videos, so if I am not going to be posting one, that is where I'm going to let you know, so make sure to follow that. Like I said, I hope you liked today's video, and remember that the world's most dangerous minds hide in the most unlikely places. Stay safe.